Who knew a guy could go 17-6 in the 50 free, huh?
I don't know. We didn't really put any specific boundaries on it. All we did was talk about going as fast as we could go. And he's real good. And it seems that every time he swims it, he gets a little better feel for the things and corrects mistakes. So a little bit off in his relay swim this morning around the walls. Got better the next one. The first one this morning, a little bit slow to start, maybe correction there. The last one was pretty darn good.
Did you notice a particular difference from the relay tonight to the individual tonight, from the 17-8 to the 17-6?
We got a few little things on his start that he hasn't been able to get quite right, and he got them both right tonight. When you're moving that fast, there's not a whole lot of room for error. So he came pretty close to putting it all together at the same time. So then we'll have to go back and look for something to be wrong with the sequence.
How did you feel about the other two national titles?
Pardon me?
How did you feel about the other two titles tonight?
Oh, that was great. Those guys are all seniors. Really experienced athletes. I'm happy for them. The relay, Caleb put them in a good spot. They all took care of their deal. John Switkowski had a fantastic night. Came back on our relay, was real good in the relay, the 200 IM. He's a guy that was 3 consolations last year, a little disappointed. Came back, dedicated himself. Got sick this summer at the World Championships. He didn't do quite what we thought, and came back and dedicated himself again. It's one of those things that, from a coaching perspective, you really like to see. And Mark Saranik is just as steady as it comes. Guy gets up there and he's great at getting his hand on the wall at the end of the races.
The fact that someone won a 50 freestyle by a second, does that seem like how crazy that is to you? Does that stand out to you?
There'll be a lot of guys get faster now. Once people start to break some of those barriers, and there aren't barriers any longer. So I think it's really unique tonight, and that's a big lead in the 50. But I think now there'll be more people close the gap.
Was there any kind of deal involving your mustache this time?
No deals. This is all him. So,
that's a shame.
My wife doesn't think so. She likes it just the way it is. But it's just a great group of guys. They had a good night. They went to well and got good relays. It was good.
How does it feel? The past few years has been very much, a one team running away with it. This year it's not. You have 5 teams that are basically all around the same place. How does that feel any different from your perspective this early in the meet?
I think it's going to be good for the sport. It'll keep everyone in it. All the teams had ups and downs today. Everyone responded real well. So I think it's really good for the sport. I don't know what the feel is, but we're still swimming the same distance. We're still just getting up racing, so we're not going to look at too much different beyond that.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks.